Hey guys, Super X Manual here, and today we're just going to be going over the red dragon stones. Well, dragon stone, I believe you only get one of them that you get from logging in for the first time from the 9th anniversary. So there is a pretty good sizable selection of characters that you can get with this stone. Obviously, them all being very old characters, and they've been old for a while, but with the release of Super Easy A's, there's actually kind of like a new resurgence in these characters to where like picking them up might actually be a viable option. Whether you're an old or new or returning player, you know, there should be something here that should benefit you. Now, me personally, I've been playing for about 4 years. Most of these characters I have, probably not rainbowed, but at least have a copy of. Usually before, when they would release things like that during these big celebrations, Tanabana anniversary worldwide, you know, you'll just grab the Elder Kai and keep on moving. But because we have these super easy A's, a lot of these characters that have already easy A'd are just going to easy A again, making them better, making them usable again. You know, we already have 4 in the game, and I just wanted to take a look at some of these characters and just point out some characters that could have like a very powerful super easy A. Now, another super A we got is this Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now him and Tech Gotenks kind of do the same thing. You really just want them to dodge. Now this guy can do like pretty decent damage. He doesn't have like too many additionals built into his kit, but he does have this medium chance of evading enemies super attacks. It kind of makes him like dodge or die, but you know, if he dodges, he's going to be doing his job. And again, on top of the decent damage he does, he's also a pretty solid option, just like Gotenks. You want to throw him on the team just to fill it out. Nice little slot 3 unit, you know, and you'll find pretty decent success with this character. Now, the next unit I have here is this Physical Goku Black. Now, this is probably the Super Easy A that I've used the least, probably just because I'm not really running his team too often, but I have not really found too much success with this character. Now, he does get attack and defense plus 50% per key spare obtained, which is pretty good. He gets defense when collecting 3 or more key spares. You know, he gets more defense here with each attack received. He's a rainbow orb changer, which is pretty good. You know, so he's doing a lot. And my issue when this unit is more of this right here, needing to get hit to gain those extra stats, and he doesn't have any like really crazy mechanics as far as like dodge or guard, or you know what I mean. So it could leave this unit quite exposed sometimes, but if you're running him on his team, you know, you're running him next to these really strong characters like Physical Goku Black, Rose, and Tech Zamasu, you shouldn't really have much issue running this guy. If anything, he is supporting as well. He's given extreme class characters key 3 and attack names for 30%, so he's supporting, so he's gonna make those characters look even better than they already are anyways. Now, last but not least, arguably the best out of this whole bunch, we have Majin Buu, Kid Buu, whatever you want to call him. Now this guy kind of does it all, man. He's probably the best out of the bunch. Now, me myself, I'm like pretty unlucky, and this guy always dies for me. If you got like a really strong boss coming out on like turn 1 and he's super attacking you for like 2 million damage, this guy's gonna get destroyed. He needs a couple turns to build up. You know, he needs to take hits. He gets damage reduction. He can get up to 60% damage reduction if you get his hits in, like somewhere here, I believe it is. And then you know, you're running him on this Majin Buu team. That team's always healing, so like the damage that he takes isn't even, it comes back like literally the next turn. And then he has like insane support. Like this is like Bulma level support right here. It's insane how much this guy can actually do. And then he's also buffing super and extreme class allies, so that's another thing, something to think about. So with those 4 characters that have already super easy aid, I just want to go over some characters that could potentially super easy A and be really, really good. So one of these first characters we're gonna look at is this Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Now, when he Easy A'd, he was probably the best TOR in the game for a pretty sizable amount of time. I remember running this guy on pretty much every team I used when his Easy A came out. So his passive doesn't look that crazy, but they can do so much with this guy. Like, there's a lot they can do and just make him omega crazy busted like he was when he first came out. So this is one of the super easies I'm really looking forward to. And maybe if you don't have him rainbowed or you don't have your first copy of him, he could be worth picking up just for the fact of when he does super easy A, he could be one of the best characters in the game again. Another character we wanted to just look at real quick was this Super Janemba. So I remember when he came out, we were comparing him to the Int Janemba, and it was like a toss-up of which one was better, him or Int Janemba and all that. But his passive by itself is already pretty solid. Like, he has guard, he has dodge. Even just like stat spoof would pretty much make this guy pretty good again, because you see he gains that chance to dodge with each attack evaded within a turn. So like, even this medium, this 50% chance, you can get this up to like 70-80% easily if you give him like a full dodge build. And on top of that, he is guarding, so whatever they decide to do with this guy, no matter what, it's going to be pretty hard to mess up this guy's super easy A. So he's one of these characters who look like they're going to be good no matter what they do. So again, another character you might want to look into picking up your first copy, or maybe a dupe of, just planning for the future of when the Super Easy A can and will inevitably release. Now, the last character I do want to talk about these Super Easy A's that are going to be really strong is this Tech Golden Frieza. Golden Friezas in this game have like infamously been really good about defense. They always give them a ton of damage reduction. AGL Golden Frieza is still usable to this day. You can probably get away with using this unit to this day, but when he super easy A's, there is not much they're gonna need to do to make him good. Like, he already has 80% damage reduction when your HP is 50% or more, and then he has 50% when you're 49% or less. So it's gonna be pretty hard to fumble this guy. That's like we're just saying about Janemba. It was like, he already is crazy defensive. So when he does get a super easy A, he's just going to be even more defensive, and they're probably just going to throw some attack on there. So he's probably going to be dropping like 20 mil attack stats while having like 90% damage reduction if your HP is 50% or above. Like, there's not much they can do to this guy to make him worse. He can only get better. So there are characters like this that you want to think about picking up with this stone. Let's actually go back over to look. So yeah, characters like that. Now, there's a couple more characters in here, like the Super Saiyan 4s. They were pretty solid when they easy A'd. This Tech Super Saiyan Goku was pretty solid when he easy A'd. This guy, I should have pulled him up, but he was good. He's probably still runnable to this day, very nichely, but you could probably get away with running him. Again, more of these damage reduction characters and dodge characters that are just doing so much. And this STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is like, bro, this guy is crazy. He has like 90% damage reduction for like the first 10 turns or something like that. He's pretty good. So when he's super easy A, he's only going to get better. So if you were like looking at this and didn't know what to pick, I don't really think there is a wrong character you can pick up right now. But if you just wanted some of that guaranteed power, like right now, there are these four units that have already super easy A. This Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the Tech Gotenks, I don't see him, he's around here. This Tech Gotenks, Goku Black, and Physical Kid Buu is actually not on here. Wow, Physical Kid Buu actually isn't on here. But yeah, from those three, I would probably recommend Gotenks. He's probably the best out of those three super easy A's on here. But if you're like a big Goku Black fan, you like running his team, he's still pretty good. He's not a bad pickup. But I cannot recommend you going in and grabbing this Kai anymore if you do not have all these characters rainbowed. So it's something you really want to think about. But yeah, besides that, oh, actually, I should talk about these two right here. So these two bundles, this AGL Golden Frieza, he is good. This guy is trash. This guy's pretty trash. Jocko could be usable. He's like dodge or die. Vegeta's pretty garbage. And then this Tech God Goku can still be used. He's solid. The only thing about these is we don't know if banner units are going to be Super Easy Yang. What we do know is that Dokkan Fest will Super Easy Yang. So all these characters down here are Dokkan Fest. And then these guys are all banner units. So we don't know if they'll get their Super Easy A. Now, if you don't have any of these characters, this is definitely the better bundle. Jocko, he's dodge or die. And this guy, he's good against like movie bosses, I believe it is. Movie bosses and Pure Sands. He has damage reduction, guard, and he gets stats per key spare. He can work. And then this Golden Frieza, he has like damage. He has like 90% damage reduction or something like that. He's kind of like the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. But he gets his with I think it's like with HP or something. And this guy's trash. This guy's trash. So I'm not really. It wouldn't be bad to pick up some of these guys if you don't have them. Like this will be okay to pick up if you don't have them. If you just need Frieza, this will be okay. But a lot of these characters down here can like serve you the same purpose. Like this Tech Golden Frieza can pretty much do what this Frieza can do. I personally like him better, but they can do the same thing. And then Tech God Goku, you probably. There's actually probably not another character that's filling that world. Maybe Tech Gotenks, but they're not really on the same teams, and they have a different they have like different responsibilities as far as like what they do for the team, you know what I mean? But maybe like you can grab this Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta instead. But again, you want to really just kind of think about the future and who's going to Super Easy A, or you know, because we know guaranteed all these characters are going to Super Easy A. We don't know about those guys. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the stones. You know, if you want to grab one of these characters, don't be afraid, go ahead. You cannot waste it. The characters are already Super Easy A. And if you found this video helpful, leave a like, maybe a sub, and peace out. I'll see you guys in the next one.